Peace and blessings, family. Welcome to the Uplifted Being Show. You are here with Sister Angela Mills, also known as Melanin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And boy, do we have a fantastic show for you. Even though today the Trinity is down to the duality, but we feel the third of the family in spirit. So, in case you are joining us for the first time, a special, warm, loving, uplifted, fantastic, all-embracing welcome to you. We, on the Uplifted Being Show, we're about anything and everything to remind you that you, yes, I said you, are a powerful creator. Each and every one of us is. Thank you, King. There goes my song. That each of us is a powerful creator, so you're especially welcome. Just kick back, chillax. That's how chilled I am. Just relax, take your time. Get a drink if you want, get a notepad and pen if you want, or just absorb what we're going to be sharing with you tonight. So enough from me. Before we get into this episode, where we're going to be talking about, claiming, proclaiming, reclaiming your power. But before we get into that, let me pass you over to another of the Trinity, my esteemed brother over there in Toronto, Canada.
Peace, family. You know the vibes. We are back. It's the Uplifted Being Show. I am your brother Brian Neat Akoboy-Doku, also known as Melanin Rich. And family, you know what to do, man. We back all up in this. Like Sister Angela said, Brother Dwayne is not with us at the moment, handling that king business, but you know how we do. We're always one. That's why we're Trinity. So,
Reflections, baby.
We were just mentioning, man, we talking about reclaiming, proclaiming, claiming, staking the claim.
To our power.
Our power. Wow. So, do we gotta claim our power? Is this power innate? Does it have to be bestowed upon us by a rabbi, by a preacher man?
We're born with this power, man. We came in powerful, Power, to some extent, is our middle name,
But what about those who say we came in powerless? We came in as, babies that needed everything. We couldn't even suck on the nipple ourselves. Someone had to hold us and put us there. We couldn't, shitting all over ourselves, vomiting. We were totally dependent. Is there power in dependence?
It depends how deep you want to go.
Can you go down low?
So, what we tell you here is not gospel truth. We tell you our experience and what we have learned and everything. So take whatever we say, and we always invite you to find out for yourself. That's number one in claiming your power. Only you can do you, you need to go find out things for yourself and how you relate to them. But coming back to what Brother Melanin Rich is saying in terms of being powerless, or the people that say you're powerless as a baby, as King would say, there's levels to this. It's like on one level, as a baby, you may say you're powerless because, of course, when you're born, you can't walk. There's lots of things that you depend on physically, emotionally, even spiritually, on all different levels for other people to give to you. But
on another level.
Exactly. Next level is because when we come into this realm, we are a soul, a spirit, already in existence, coming to this realm to where, as Brother Dwayne usually says, our skin suits. We already come with certain knowledge, awareness, insights that we can still use. But the thing about being a baby and being powerless is that you said you want to go deep, right? So you are the creator of your own reality. From the moment you touch down in this place, from when you're 1 second, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month old, you're running things, even if you don't know you're running things. You know, everything is a reflection of your consciousness, of your vibration. So, you know, the ones that perhaps they come in, and generally you would hope that, you know, a baby surrounded by lots of family and friends and things, to the ones that perhaps they are abandoned, or they don't have people to be around them. It doesn't, from my perspective, it doesn't happen like as a coincidence or just like that. Everything here is intentional. And we've talked before about the universal truths, the laws from the Kabbalion, or the laws of Tahuti. And you know, one of them has just completely escaped my mind.
Is it vibration?
There is the one about vibration.
Is it rhythm?
It could be all of them, but definitely the one, you know, about, you know,
mentalism.
All is mind. Everything's mental. Yeah, the universe is mental. So even as a baby, you know, your mind is working. You have an unconscious mind, a subconscious mind, a conscious mind, and everything that we live is a reflection of what is going on in our mind. And you know, in our mind, as babies, children, we dream, right? We have thoughts and everything. So those thoughts, feelings, images that we see, they, if you want to use the word attract, they will attract certain situations to you. So from that perspective, there's nothing powerless about babies, because they're creating. And we are all of us, each of us are always creating. The only question is, you know, which vibration are we creating from?
Let that marinate, though, family. As a baby, as a child, you are a powerful creator. Just look how any child just changes the world by their presence, by their being.
Right.
Everything around that child changes. Everything, the whole world. And that doesn't stop because, you know, you're old and stuck in your funky old ways.
Exactly.
You're still that powerful child that changes everything around you. I mean, the world just wouldn't be what it is without you.
It wouldn't. I say to that, it would not at all. Like I said, everything's intentional. Like, everybody who is here, they're here because they're supposed to be here. So it's a shame when, you know, we get to that, some of us get to that place where it's like, well, I don't belong here. Time for me to check out, you know?
Hey, I mean, I feel like that all the time.
Yo.
I mean, not like I'm not suicidal. I ain't finna check out. But
Okay,
I mean,
just checking.
I feel like, hey, this place is cool. I'm doing my thing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, man, I'm not really like, I'm not from here. I understand I'm passing through here.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, sometimes this doesn't feel like the place to be. It's like, really? All of this?
I can so relate. And I think probably most of us, if not all of us, at some point in our lives, we feel like that. But yeah, you just think, yeah, I'm kind of like not like everybody else. What am I doing here? I need to be somewhere else. You know, like maybe God or whatever your higher source that you acknowledge is they perhaps made a mistake and dropped me off too early. I was supposed to be going to some next some next location.
Spiritual paradise. Well, you should have just gave birth to me on the cloud.
Hey, yeah, watch this space. I'm sure, like in decades' time or something, they'll be selling trips to go do that. Um, Evolution, right? So
Yeah,
coming
they
back
got.
to yeah, go on.
Oh no, I was about to just go off on a whole nother. I was
Oh,
just gonna say, hey man, they got these people out here that's trying to live forever and keep their consciousness here forever.
okay, interesting.
I don't know how related that is, but that's just what popped into my mind right quick.
Yeah, well, if they stay true to themselves, who knows? Maybe they'll create it. Because the point is, so we're talking about power, and everything really starts from an idea. You know, we have our vibration, yeah, but then our vibration um, is at the base, if you like, of the ideas that we have, the thoughts we have, the feelings that we have, and everything that you experience. Somebody made it up. Somebody made it up. Something made it up. So everything starts from just a thought. So that if that's what they want to do, and they manage to stay aligned in the vibration that's going to get them there, then hey, it could happen.
Yeah, thank you for that. Because I never looked at it. I looked at it that way, but not that way, not that way. And so,
Mhm.
yeah, if someone wants to keep their consciousness here and live here forever, then more power to them. I don't want to do that personally.
I was gonna say, as much as people can look fly and they can look after their bodies and stuff, for me, the body is finite. Like it has a shelf life, and when that time is up, it's all good. That means to say, yeah, I've done my thing. It's time to go. I don't need to be, like I said. I think as much as there are tragedies, and there are people that die so young, so young. But equally, there are some people that die really old. I think you go when you're supposed to go,
I agree.
and equally that I think is a reflection of, um, well, maybe a number of things. I was gonna say your power, but also your purpose. You know, maybe maybe for one soul, their purpose can be achieved in, you know, 18 years on this plane before they check out. Whereas somebody else's purpose, they've got, theirs is like a good 75 years innings that they've got to put in.
Yeah, some people probably won't know their purpose until they checked out, and then it's like, damn, I actually did what I came to do. But check this out, though, Sister
What?
Angela,
Yeah.
aka Non-Melanin,
All
aka Embrace Yourself Coaching, and aka all of that,
and
and
then some.
some.
I am all ears, Brother Melanin Rich.
So, for the listeners out there, globally, you want to tell us what you're doing to claim your power, proclaim your power, reclaim your power? Some things that that you're currently doing? Care to share?
Share, like Care Bears. Sorry.
You're sharing, caring. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I am always seeking to learn, so I get more clarity about what my purpose is. And really, on a really grand scale, my purpose is really to help people heal their hearts and really help heal their hearts so they can actually feel and have this experience to enable them to be the powerful creators that each and every one of them is. And then I'll have different ways of doing that. So I sing. First and foremost, I sing for myself because that's one of the quickest ways for me to be connected to myself, or connected to my higher self. But then also, the people I'll impact with my singing. And it's early days. Like, watch this space. It's early days, but the point is that it's partly for me and partly for others, and everybody starts somewhere. And the more you learn, the more you seek to learn and uncover what your purpose is, then you get clues as to what to work on and what to grow. So there's the singing, there's Embrace Yourself coaching, as brother Melanin Rich talked about, and that is me providing life coaching and particularly at the moment career coaching for predominantly women to really tap into and make use of, like powerful use of their intuition that a lot of us have forgotten how to use. Like, we all have intuition, but it's not something that I can't speak for the whole world. In the West, where I was born and raised, it's not something that they don't teach you that stuff in school, So to teach my clients how to use their inner sat-nav through feeling their emotions, emotions that are a natural and powerful part of a human experience. And then, it will unfold. But another part of my vision is then to go back to where I'm originally from, which is Ghana, and share, teach, mentor on the same concept there, how people can use their intuition, their superconscious, their higher selves to direct their lives. So some of these things are already in the mix and going, the coaching, the clients that I work with, some of them are in their infancy, but they're all part of, my mission, and each of them need watering at different times. And how about you, brother Melanin Rich? How are you?
Well, I mean, I got little rituals I do. I guess affirmations and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like to, get into that when I'm in bed. Just constantly being on the journey is one thing. Staying learning, staying applying the knowledge. So that involves action. One thing I wanted to mention real quick is like, I was in, this is like a little situation, I guess. I had some little, I guess, legal situation some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Sister Angela knows because, when I met her, I had sent her this legal document that I had created,
Oh, yeah.
And it was basically a proclamation. And my intent was to, mail it out to, like, everybody in the government.
Go,
I was going to mail this shit to the damn prime minister, Well, to his office. But, I was about to mail this shit to everybody. Ministers of transportation, local police, everybody. But I didn't end up doing it. But, my whole issue has been like driving legally versus driving lawfully versus traveling lawfully.
Mm.
Yeah, we might have to do a show about, common law right to travel. But, so I created this whole document just in case, because basically what happened is I ran up some fines, driving,
demon.
Well, various little traffic infractions. And
okay,
my whole thing was, I'm like, forget all that. I'm not stopping. I'm still going to hit the road. I'm still going to, hit these corners. I'm still going to, get out there and do my thing. Let it hang, And so over time, man, these fines kept building up because, every so often I get caught driving under suspension.
Wow.
Yeah, so these fines just kept adding up, and even to this day, Those shits ain't paid, but we're gonna get that straight in the next couple months, So, I came across some information on the internet, you know what I'm saying, where I seen a dude get pulled over by the police and he just handed them some paperwork. And then he started talking some shit that, he never even had tags or license plates on his car.
Mm-hmm.
It just said free for life, like written in marker or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And after he got pulled over, he handed them the paperwork. And after a little conversation, after he gave them a couple warnings that he was going to, he told them to look at the fee schedule on the paperwork. And he said he's about to start enacting his fee schedule if they don't hurry up and be quick.
Wow.
They let him go and they left him alone. And this all happened in Ontario, Canada, where I'm staying. I'm staying in a different city from where it happened, but this was local,
Mm-hmm.
like
Wow.
in the grand scheme of things. And so that thing just inspired me. And I was like, I've been exposed already to, a little bit of what's going on with the straw man and what's going on, with the whole legal fiction and just the whole nature of governing people
Mm-hmm.
through, legal contracts and all this type of stuff. So this thing just set me down the path, and finally I created my own paperwork. I'm saying, I'm like, because I'm not coming off the road, so I'm like, if anybody pulls me over, I got some fire for their ass,
Hey, for real. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but what you said is powerful in terms of it just reminds me in terms of we talk about, but the power of acquiring and applying the knowledge that you have, isn't it? Because when you know you're right, then you know what to stand for, what you can and cannot do, and more importantly, what people can and cannot do towards you, about you, to you,